Beloved child, listen to me in the stillness of your soul, for what is unfolding around you is no longer mere coincidence. Long before you became aware of it, I had already begun placing within you a light that the world cannot create and cannot extinguish. As it is written in the Fuqaha Mati, "Oh, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." As that light grows within you, the people around you begin to sense something they cannot quite name. They look at you and wonder why there is such an unusual peace about you, why your presence seems to calm their hearts even when you speak only a few words. What they feel is not merely your personality or ability, but the touch of my presence quietly dwelling within your soul. I have placed within you the breath of heaven, and when that light begins to shine, it reaches the hearts that are longing for hope, even those who do not yet realize that hope is what they have been searching for. So when you notice others looking at you with a mixture of curiosity and quiet confusion, do not be troubled. Their astonishment is not outside of my will, rather, it is part of the plan I have woven for your life. When I choose someone and anoint them with my grace, that light cannot remain hidden. You may try to live humbly and quietly, yet the light that comes from me will still shine through your steps, your words, and even through your silence. People may attempt to explain it away. They may say it is luck, personality, or something naturally belonging to you. Yet deep within, they know there is something different about you, something that changes the atmosphere when you walk into a room, something that brings relief to weary hearts. This does not happen because you try to shine, but because I am at work within you. Do you remember the story of Moise, when he went up the mountain to meet me and remained in my presence? His face began to shine so brightly that the people were afraid to look directly at him. He did not create that light himself, nor did he seek glory for his own name. It was simply the natural result of being near me. That story is not merely history from a distant time. It is a reminder for you today. When you walk closely with me, when your heart remains rooted in trust and love, my light will also reflect through your life. People may not understand why you remain steady in the midst of strong winds, or why you still show gentleness when others grow bitter. But I know, and you know, that it is because my hands are lifting and sustaining you each day. Therefore, my child, do not be afraid when the world begins to see you. This is not the time for you to withdraw in fear or doubt. This is the time for you to walk with humility, fully aware that every good thing within you comes from me. I have planted within you seeds of kindness, wisdom, and a faith refined through trials. At times you may feel those things are too small to be noticed, but I tell you that no seed I plant is ever wasted. In the right moment, I will cause them to grow through the way you love, the way you forgive, and the way you continue walking forward even when the road is difficult. Remember this, beloved child, the difference within you is not a burden but a blessing I have given you. I did not create you to dissolve into the darkness of the world, but to become a gentle source of light in places that desperately need hope. True light does not need to shout to be seen. It simply continues to shine. When you live in love, humility, and sincerity, those who look at you will gradually recognize something they cannot yet name, that I am near, whether they fully understand it or not. That light will guide them step by step closer to me. So walk in peace, for I am always with you, and the light I have placed within you will never be extinguished. Beloved child, remember that as the light within you grows brighter, not everyone will understand what they are seeing. Some eyes will be filled with curiosity, some whispers will carry doubt, and at times certain hearts may even be stirred by jealousy. But I tell you, do not allow your heart to be shaken by these things. As it is written in the Fuqaha Mluka, no one lights a lamp and hides it in a secret place. but sets it on a stand so that those who enter may see the light. When I illuminate your life, I do not do so for that light to be hidden by human judgment. I allow watchful eyes to gather around you because, in those very moments, I am refining your heart. I desire to see that when you are misunderstood, you still keep your peace when you are doubted. You still choose kindness when you are examined. You still walk in love. When you hold to these things, you demonstrate that the light within you truly comes from me and not from the approval of the world. And when you feel as though you are standing beneath searching eyes, do not think you are being exposed for condemnation. In truth, it is the moment when I am teaching you how to stand firmly in the light. You once felt comfortable in quiet corners where no one paid attention to you. But now I am lifting you higher so that you may become a lamp for many. You may feel awkward, even afraid that others are looking straight through you. But understand this light is not something to fear. When I place a lamp upon a stand, I do not do it so it will tremble before the wind, but so it may illuminate the paths that lie in darkness. Therefore, you do not need to hide from the gaze of the world. What you must do is keep your heart gentle, peaceful, and firmly connected to me. Remember the story of Giop, who walked through such deep darkness that even his friends began to question his righteousness. They looked at his suffering and assumed he must have done something wrong before me. But I knew his heart. Though misunderstood and questioned, he did not abandon his faith in me. His faithfulness became a testimony stronger than any defense he could have spoken. So it is with you. My child, there will be times when others cannot understand you because they only see the surface of the story. They do not know the nights you prayed in silence, the times you rose again after falling, or the quiet battles you fought within your soul. But I have seen it all. I was there through every step you took through the fire of testing, refining your faith like gold purified in the furnace. So when people begin to realize that behind your gentle smile lies a deep strength, do not be surprised. Gradually they will understand that what allows you to stand firm is not human power or ability. They will sense that within you is another strength, a strength born from surrender. You have learned to trust when every door seemed closed. You have learned to keep walking when the ground beneath your feet felt as though it were shaking. And through that surrender, the way has opened for my glory to flow through your life without obstruction. When you release control and place your trust in me, my light can shine through you naturally, like a spring flowing from a source that never runs dry. Therefore, understand that your life is no longer only your own story. You have become like a living letter that I send into the world. Every gentle act you show, every word of encouragement, every comforting embrace, and every silent prayer writes new lines about love, forgiveness, and hope. Those who meet you may not be able to name what they feel, but they will taste the fragrance of heaven through the way you live. And when they see this, something remarkable begins to happen within them, rises, a longing to understand, to be touched, and to live in the same light they see in you. In that very moment, my seed is planted in their hearts, even if they do not yet know my name. The light they see in you will quietly lead them, step by step, closer to me. Beloved child, let your heart remain at peace as I continue my work in your life. For not everyone will understand what I am doing. As it is written in the Phúc Âm Gyang, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Therefore, as you walk in the grace I give, some people will feel its warmth and draw near to you, while others may step back because they are not yet accustomed to that light. Do not fear when some walk away, and do not be saddened when others fail to understand your heart. Your light was not created to please everyone, but to fulfill the purpose I have placed within you. Some souls will be healed simply by being near you. Some cold hearts will be warmed by the peace you carry. Some sleeping spirits will be awakened by the gentleness I have placed within you. All you must do is continue living according to the nature I planted within you, a compassionate heart, a faithful spirit, and a steadfast will. When you remain grounded in these things, everything will unfold according to the order of heaven that I have already prepared. There will come a day when those who once looked at you with wonder will become witnesses to my work. They will remember how I led you through trials, how I transformed what once seemed ordinary within you into something that causes others to pause and reflect. They will speak to one another about the strange peace they see in you, a peace that does not depend on circumstances, that does not tremble before judgment, and that cannot be explained by human reasoning. And as they speak of you, they will slowly realize that what they are witnessing is not the achievement of a person, but the mark of the one who lives within you. You are a living testimony of the power of my grace, a grace that can turn pain into wisdom, transform dark days into sources of light, and shape an ordinary life into a message for the world that I am still working in wondrous ways. Remember the story of Joseph. When I gave him dreams about the future, his own brothers were the first to oppose him because they could not understand what I was preparing. They envied the light I placed within him and sought to cast him down into darkness. Yet even a deep pit or a prison could not stop my plan. I turned those places that seemed like endings into the very path that led him to a position where he would be used to save many from famine. This story reminds you that the light I place within you will sometimes cause different reactions from those around you. Some will admire it. Some will be curious. And others may feel uneasy when that light unintentionally reveals the shadows they are not ready to face. This is not because you have done anything wrong, but because whenever my presence is revealed, the darkness around it begins to stir. Therefore, my child, when you see the world respond in many different ways to the light within you, keep your heart steady. True light always does two things at once. It draws those who are searching for hope, and it unsettles the darkness that is trying to hide. Yet you do not need to fight that darkness. Your task is not to argue with the world or prove anything to it. Your task is simply to continue shining through love, kindness, and the peace I have placed within you. When you do this, the light itself will speak on your behalf, and those who are ready will be guided closer to me. Keep walking, beloved, for I am turning your life into a symphony of grace. Everything you have experienced, the tears you have shed, the moments you stood up again after thinking you could not, are all becoming a testimony to the world. And in the quietness of these things, people will slowly realize that I am still living, still transforming, and still doing wonders through hearts that are willing to belong to me. Beloved child, there will be times when you realize that the attention of people does not always come with warmth. Some eyes will look at you with admiration, while others will examine every step you take. As it is written in the Gospel of Matthew, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." When the light I have placed within you begins to be seen, the curiosity of the world may become a burden you never desired. People will ask questions, weigh every word you speak, and watch every action you take as if searching for proof of something they do not yet understand. Some will praise you. Some will test whether that light is genuine or merely outward appearance. And others, out of inner unrest, may try to dim what I am doing in your life. But my child, do not let your mind be troubled by this. These reactions are not signs that you are lost. Often they are evidence that you are walking exactly on the path I have opened before you. I know that at times you feel confused. You simply wish to love, to serve, and to remain faithful to what I have entrusted to you. Yet you encounter doubt or opposition. In such moments you may wonder why drawing closer to my will sometimes leads to being misunderstood. But remember that even Jesus Christ walked this path before you. The light he brought into the world was too bright for eyes accustomed to darkness, and many could not accept it. They judged him, doubted him, and even turned away from him. This did not happen because he was wrong, but because light always reveals what darkness tries to hide. When you carry my mark in your life, you also become a mirror that causes others to face their own hearts. And not everyone is ready for that. Remember also the story of Daniel, when he lived faithfully to me within a kingdom filled with other beliefs. His righteousness stirred jealousy in many hearts. They searched for ways to accuse him, watched every action he took, and even devised a plot that led him into the lion's den. Yet even in that trial I revealed my power and protected him from the jaws of the beasts. That story is not only about deliverance, it is about faithfulness under watchful and doubtful eyes. Daniel did not change his path simply because others observed him. He continued to pray, continued to live uprightly, and through that steadfastness my light was revealed more clearly than ever. In the same way, beloved, amid whispers and confusing attitudes from the world, I am quietly working within you. I am shaping your heart so you may discern what comes from light and what is merely a deceiving voice. I am teaching you how to love, even when that love is not returned. Through these trials, you learn to walk in peace, even when surrounded by noise, to keep your soul gentle without becoming weak, and to stand firm without becoming hardened. These lessons are not meant to exhaust you, but to prepare you for the greater things I am preparing for you. Therefore, my child, when you feel watched, questioned, or misunderstood, remember that I am right beside you. The light within you does not depend on the acceptance of the world. It comes from me, and because of that it will continue to shine even if someone tries to cover it. All you need to do is keep your heart closely joined to mine and continue walking in love and faithfulness. When you do, every gaze, whether curious or doubtful, will eventually become an opportunity for my light to be seen more clearly in your life. Beloved child, there will be moments when doors appear before you that you never imagined you would walk through. They may arrive suddenly, taking the form of an opportunity, an invitation, or a completely unfamiliar path. When this happens, do not measure their value by emotion alone. As it is written in the book of Joshua, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Those words were not meant only for a distant time. They are also words I speak to you today. Some doors may make you hesitate because they lead you into unfamiliar lands where you do not know what awaits you. But remember this, I never open a path and then send you through it empty-handed. When I open a new way, I also place within you the strength, wisdom, and grace needed to cross its threshold. Learn to view every opportunity through the eyes of faith rather than fear. For what seems too great for you today may be the very place I prepared long ago for you to take your place and shine as I intended. Yet you will also discover that challenges do not always come from strangers. Sometimes resistance comes from those to whom you once gave deep affection and trust. They may not intend to hurt you, but they see the world through human logic while you are listening to a calling that rises from the depths of your soul. When you share what I have placed within your heart, they may smile gently and think it is only a dream. When you speak of the path I am leading you on, they may warn you to return to what they call reality. Their words may cause your heart to grow heavy because you wish they understood you more than anyone else. Yet, my child, do not allow that rejection to turn into bitterness. Their disagreement does not diminish the value of what I have placed within you. It simply reveals that each person walks a different journey, and not everyone is called to walk beside you through every stage of yours. Remember the story of David. When I sent a prophet to anoint the future king, even members of his own family did not think to call him forward. They looked only at outward appearance and believed he was too small to be chosen. But I do not see as humans see. I look at the heart. From an unknown shepherd, I led him through valleys and battles until he became a king honored by a nation. My choices often go beyond human understanding, and many do not recognize what I am doing until the appointed time arrives. This story reminds you that sometimes those closest to you cannot yet see the picture I am painting for your life. Therefore, beloved, learn to walk with a peaceful heart even when not everyone understands you. Not everyone who appears in your journey is meant to remain for a lifetime. Some are sent only to observe a portion of the road. Some come to ask questions that lead you to deeper reflection. And some appear as tests through which your faith is strengthened. Yet in all these things I have never taken my eyes off you. I remain beside you, quietly guiding each step, opening new paths and closing doors that are no longer needed for your journey. Trust that even opposition exists within my permission. I use it to make your faith stronger, to teach you how to love without conditions, and to help you understand that your worth does not depend on anyone's approval. When you choose love, even while being misunderstood, when you keep your heart gentle, even while being rejected, the light within you shines even more clearly. And in time, you will look back and see that everything, both the doors that opened and the voices that refused you, were used to guide you step by step to the very place I prepared for you from the beginning. Beloved child, there will be moments when you feel weary because the eyes of many people seem to follow every step you take. You may feel placed in a position your heart once thought it was not strong enough to carry. Yet it is precisely in those fragile moments that I want to teach you a sacred secret, what it means to be hidden in me. As written in the book of Psalms, he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. When you come near to me, you are not hidden in fear, but covered in the protection of love. I shelter you as a mother bird spreads her wings over her young in the midst of strong winds, so that even when the world outside is full of unrest, there remains within you a place of peace that nothing can touch. That peace does not come from circumstances, nor from human approval. It flows from my presence. And when I am near you, the world cannot take away what I have placed in your heart. Therefore, my child, do not be afraid when the attention of others begins to change. Do not be alarmed when they realize that within you is a strength they cannot explain. I did not call you to hide from the light. I called you to become a lamp among souls who are searching through the darkness. Continue walking in the simple things I have taught you. Love when it is easy and when it is difficult. Forgive when your heart has been wounded. Pray when answers have not yet appeared. And hold on to faith even when you cannot see the road ahead. Your quiet faithfulness in the midst of the world's mixed reactions will become a testimony stronger than any sermon. I did not call you so that everyone would understand you. I called you so that the light within you might guide those who are still searching. Remember the story of Elijah. After standing firm through great trials and witnessing my power, he once became so weary that he wanted to withdraw from every watching eye. He fled into the wilderness believing he was completely alone. Yet in that quiet place I came to him not through a violent wind or a mighty thunder, but through a gentle whisper. I showed him that he had never been abandoned and that I was still preserving faithful hearts he did not even know existed. That story reminds you that even when you feel alone beneath doubtful gazes, I am still very near. I always know when you need shelter and when you need rest within my presence. And in time you will witness something beautiful. Those who once looked at you with suspicion will begin to change. They will observe how you live through every season of life, when you are hurt, yet still choose love. When you are rejected, yet still pray for others. When you are opposed, yet still remain patient and gentle. Gradually, they will realize that the peace within you cannot be imitated. It does not disappear when hardship comes, nor does it fade when judgment rises against you. And that consistency will lead them to wonder what sustains you. When that question begins to rise within their hearts, the seed of light will start to grow. They will ask themselves what allows you to remain so peaceful amid so many storms, and the answer, whether spoken aloud or not, will slowly become clear. because you are in me, and I am in you. When those two truths become one, no darkness can extinguish the light, and no storm can take away the peace I have placed within your soul. Now lift your soul before me and offer the most sincere prayers from the depths of your heart. Almighty God, my loving Father, I come before you with a humble heart. Please cover me beneath the shadow of your wings whenever I feel weary under the gaze and judgment of the world. Grant me a peace that surpasses all understanding, so that even when storms surround me, my soul may rest in your presence. Merciful Father, when I stand before new doors and paths I have never walked before, grant me the eyes of faith to see what you are preparing for me. Free me from fear and doubt so that I may step forward with courage in the calling you have placed upon my life. Lord of wisdom and light, teach me to love even when I am misunderstood, to forgive even when I am wounded, and to remain patient even when I face opposition. Keep my heart soft and full of compassion so that your light may shine through every word I speak and every action I take. Shepherd of my soul, remind me always that I do not walk alone. When I feel weak, be my strength. When I feel lost, be the light that guides my way. And when I feel lonely, remind me that you are closer to me than my very breath. Heavenly Father, use my life as a small lamp in this world. Let everyone who meets me feel the love, peace, and hope that come from you. May my life become a living testimony that you are still working and transforming all things according to your good and perfect will. And now, loving Lord, I offer you my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for always sheltering me beneath the shadow of your wings, and for the truth that even when the world changes, your love for me never moves. I also thank you for the light you have placed within me, the light of grace, faith, and hope, so that I may walk through this world while carrying your peace in my heart. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that together we can build a strong and growing community of faith.